It's late at night, I've got a flight to Ireland tomorrow, and I want to be able to carry everything I need with me in a 20-litre carry-on bag. So I'm going to be using the Peak Design 20-litre backpack. This is new to me, I've never used this backpack before. I don't have a whole lot of time to get this done. My kids are just in bed and I need to go to bed myself. So I'm going to just smash through it. But here's all the things that I'm packing. I want to be able to carry everything on my back because I'm going to be traveling around seeing friends and family. I haven't been back to Ireland for 2.5 years. I want to be able to bring camera equipment with me so I can continue to create content and make videos while I'm away. I want to be able to bring my podcasting equipment with me so that I can make my podcast that I make on a Wednesday night. And I'm also going to be working during the day, staying in touch with people here in California and my work friends. So I'm going to need to be able to work. I need to get everything, my clothes, camera, podcasting, and work gear into this 20-litre backpack. And this is just how I do it. How's it going, folks? My name is Marcus and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here on this channel, I talk about EDC, technology, and anything that can help me live a happier, balanced, more productive life. The strategy I use for packing should serve you for 3 days or 100 days. I'm very conscious about what I'm packing with me. I'm going to run through what I'm packing now and talk through the things that I'm bringing and how I'm going to use them. So if you don't know the Peak Design backpack, it's absolutely fabulous. It screams quality. I love the magnets on it. It's got these little magnets here that keep everything in place when the bag is not on you. And even things like the chest straps are all metal, and it's, just a fantastic little bag. There's 3 ways into the bag. There's the main pouch where you pull on this and it opens up into this pouch. But there's 2 other accesses as well where you can come in from the side. That's your second type of access. Each side there's zips in into these areas, and all of these shelves, all of these partitions are movable to get it to whatever shape you need it to be. I've already got it set up for the shape that I think I'm going to need it to be. And then the last section here is this giant zip area where you can put your laptop, your Kindles, things like that. So the first thing I need for this trip is I want to bring some clothes. And for me, I'm going to be staying with my parents. I'm going to have access to washing machines and dryers. So for me, that means bringing 3 days of clothes with me wherever I go. And for me, that means 3 t-shirts, 3 pairs of underpants, 3 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of jeans, and I'll be wearing 1 set of those. I'll bring a shirt with me and a jacket as well. So don't forget the things you carry on you are clothes also. So 3 days of clothes for me means I'll have to wash my laundry mid-trip, and I'll get the full trip out of it and come back with a dirty bag of laundry. The key with this is when you're doing this is to make everything as small as possible. So here's my t-shirts. We're going to be bringing 3 t-shirts, wearing 1, which means I only need to pack 2. On the bottom, this is going to be my clothes section. This is going to be my electronics cables section. I think this will be my camera section in here where I put my cameras. And here's where I'm going to have all my quick access things that I'll need on the flight. I'm also going to have my laptop and things that I can access, really quick access to here in the very top of the bag. 2. Loads of room. 3. And I'm rolling them long ways so that I get the full width of the bag out of it. Socks. I'll just put those in long ways because they fit the full length of the bag. And there I have the clothes I need for the trip on top of what I'm going to be wearing. 3 t-shirts, 3 pairs of jocks, 2 pairs of socks, all fitted into that bottom section there. Next, we're moving on to this section, which is going to be my electronics section. And for this trip, I'm going to be bringing my trusty electronics organizer. I've shown it on this channel before, but basically I like to have all my electronic cables and things in one handy pouch. So for this trip, I have several different iPads. For this trip, or when I'm traveling light, I always bring the iPad mini. These are fantastic, these little minis. I've got a lot of videos downloaded onto it to be able to watch on the flight. It's great for reading. It means I don't have to bring a Kindle. And in here with this bag, it just slots in beautifully into that spot, and it's nice and safe. I do want to bring an Apple Pencil with it though. Apple Pencil lives there. Now, on top of that, I'm going to be bringing my RAV Power. I've had this on here before as well. RAV Power, I think is it 10 milliamp hour? Yes, 10 milliamp hour power supply. I like this one because it's got USB-C as well as USB-A and charges with micro USB. So I stick that in there. So I'm going to be bringing my MacBook Pro 14-inch It's an absolute hero. It means I have to bring fewer dongles with me these days when I take it out, but it does mean that I need to bring some dongles, and I'm going to bring this with me because it means I can connect an Ethernet to it directly. Also, the MacBook only has USB-C, and I might need some USB-A, so I like to have this with me to give me the power of using that. I'm going to bring my cam link, my 4K cam link, my Elgato, as well as a USB-C to USB-A connector. In here I've got a lot of 6-inch little cables, all the USB-A to USB-C to in here I got a bunch of 6-inch cables, all the USB-C to micro USB, USB-A, all those different connectors that I might need here. I've also got a connector. This is a 3.5mm jack to a 2.5mm or whatever it uses in my Bose headphones, so I can plug them in if I'm editing videos. I've got a long USB-C to micro USB, which plugs into the microphone I'm going to be bringing with me. I've got some fast Thunderbolt 4 short cables for transferring data. I've got a USB-C to lightning connector for my phone to charge my laptop. I've got a MagSafe long connector as well as 2 USB-C connectors, some pens, and that Anchor storage. As you've seen over here already, I've got the power bank I'm going to be bringing with me, and I do want to bring a preloaded SD card. So here, you've seen me talk about these on the channel before, but this is a Samsung T7. It's a 2 terabyte external hard drive, which I'm going to be editing videos on the plane with, so I absolutely need to have this with me, and I want to have it easily accessible. Stick that in there as well. Actually, the last thing I stick in is my notebook. I like to take handwritten notes when I'm on a flight, particularly when I'm on a flight. So I'll have that if I've got any ideas in this easy accessible cable organizer. And I'll put a link to this actually in the description below, because this is one of the best things I've ever bought. It keeps everything organized. Now what I've done in here in this bag, going back here, is I've got a single slot where I'm able to push that in and keep all my cables organized. So clothes, cables and iPads and all that stuff organized. Next shelf, camera. My trusty A7S Mark III. And with me I'm bringing the f1.4 G Master, 24mm f1.4 G Master. This is a fantastic camera. And I would recommend it to anyone. I've turned the screen in while I'm traveling just to try and protect it a little bit. So what I'm going to do here, actually you can see the cameras in there on that side. I'm going to do something clever on the other side. I do want to bring a microphone with me as well. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip it over, open this side, and I'm going to bring the Rode, I can't even remember what this is. This is the Rode Microphone Pro. I'll put the name on screen. I can't remember what it is, but it sits on top. It's the older one. It's the one that requires batteries and you have to remember to turn it on, which is a pain. The newer ones you don't have to remember to turn on. I'll put a link in the description below to the good one. But what I'm actually doing here is, if you can see, maybe I'll go out a little bit. What I'm doing here is I've got my clothes here. Remember, here's my electronics bag here. Here they've got the flaps inside here, meaning I can turn these down and keep them in place. And what I can put here on the other side is put my microphone in its own little secure compartment. Maybe I'll put it to the front like that, away from the camera so it doesn't scratch the camera, and then close that up. And then because I've done that, on the other side, when I go into my camera, it keeps my camera in place. So when you look in, there's kind of a closed flap down there where the microphone is, and my camera is readily accessible in there that I can grab it whenever I need to. I just need to bring some lighting, and for this I'm going to bring this tiny aperture. I use it for mood lighting often in the background, but that just goes into that pouch as well. And then I've got lighting, camera and microphone to be able to create content while I'm away. So my laptop goes in the top of it here. Nice and snug and sound. And you've got your iPad, notebook and laptop there, so I can get some work done while I'm on the flight. Now there's a couple of things that need to go in here which are not, that I don't need to readily access all the time. Now you can see there's this lovely shelf in there. My camera's under it, which I can actually access from here if I need to pull the camera out the top, but I'm going to keep that down. I'm going to be bringing the Shure. Let's put the bag down. I'm going to be bringing the Shure MV7 with me to run the podcast while I'm away. I'm also going to be carrying the Shure travel stand with me so that I can have the podcast at the height that I need when I get there. And both of those are going to go in the top of the bag. The other thing that I'm going to be putting in the top of the bag is I'm going to be bringing my Bose Quiet Comfort 2s. I'm going to use these for noise cancelling while I'm on the flight, but I'm going to use them to edit videos when I'm in Ireland or for work calls as well. So that'll be my second set of headphones. As you know, I always bring my Apple AirPods with me everywhere I go, so having those packed away in there, easily accessible. Let's get them all folded up properly so they're safe, is the way to go. Now the last things that I'm going to be bringing are, I want to bring what's this called again? I just bought this. So I got this switch pad from another content creator here on YouTube. If you haven't seen these before, check it out. I'll put a link below. But the great thing about this, I haven't used it yet, so I can't stand for it, but it is a tripod that just swings out, but also you can use it as a, you know, if you want to do selfie mode, which I might be doing. I might try and do a little bit of vlogging on this trip and see what I think of it. But yeah, I like that you can just swing it out. It's in a tripod, stand it there, or close it all back up again, and you can have it in selfie mode. I'm also going to bring an extender, which I have for something else, in case I actually want to use it as a tripod when I get to Ireland. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jam that in here in the side pocket that's used for water. It's got this nice cable on it, which means I can keep everything in, and it's nice and safe on the side of the bag. And I still have another side for if I actually do want to carry a water bottle with me on this trip. And the last thing that I have is my toiletries, and I always carry it in a clear bag for going through customs. And as I said, I don't need to go far with them. I don't bring a whole lot of toiletries with me, just a toothbrush, toothpaste, and some hair gel. Stick that in the top of the bag, and we're ready to go. And that's how you can use the Peak Design bag, the 20-litre bag, as your single carry bag if you're going on an international trip. I'm looking forward to going. I gotta go now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck.